I'm SD, and one of the smartest things I've ever done is learn how to use a sewing machine. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why that is. Now, I bet that you never, ever would have thought that learning how to use a sewing machine would have any kind of benefits to you, did you? It's that dusty piece of crap you see up in your grandma's attic that just sits there and you think it's useless, but it is not. Now, me personally, I'm the guy who went from wearing gym clothes all the time to kinda sorta knowing how to dress. And one of the biggest things that I noticed is I would see this awesome shirt in a mannequin at a store. And I would buy said shirt because it looked awesome on that mannequin. But there was a problem. Next time you're at a store, take a look at the back of that mannequin because you're probably gonna see pins and fasteners on the back of that shirt. Now, it's got those on the back of it because it gives the shirt a nice streamlined appearance. And what happens when you take those pins off? The shirt just goes straight up and down. Now, a shirt going straight up and down isn't a bad thing if you're SpongeBob. But you're not SpongeBob. We all come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, don't we? That's where learning how to use a sewing machine comes into play. And in this video, I got 3 reasons why you should dust off grandma's old singer and learn yourself. 1. Tailoring is expensive. When I started dressing better, that's where I started, at a tailor, because I thought you had to. I took one of my dress shirts into a tailor and I paid about half as much as I did for the shirt. I knew that she made the shirt look a lot better, but I also knew there had to be a better way. So I paid attention to what she was doing. She pinned up the side where I wanted it, and then she sewed along those lines. That was it. And I kind of figured I could do that, so I had a couple practice shirts and I went at it. Now, there's still a big role for a tailor in your life. Things like jackets and sweaters and a little bit more intricate items take some more time. But a t-shirt? No, a t-shirt is easy, because like we established, a t-shirt just goes straight up and down. That's it. If you're a guy and you want to have a more tapered V-line structure to you, that's really hard to do if your shirt just goes straight up and down like a box. So that is exactly what I do with my shirts. I tailor them to fit like this. 2. You save so much money. This one piggybacks off the last one. If tailoring is expensive, then learning how to use a sewing machine is cheap. I'm a dad. We're cheap. We don't like to spend money unless we have to. My go-to shopping spot is the Target clearance rack and sometimes the Kohl's clearance rack too. You can find some really good gems there. But it defeats the purpose of spending $15 on a new pair of pants if I gotta spend $20 to have them actually fit. Sewing machines aren't cheap, but they're not expensive either, and as time goes on, it ends up paying for itself. Now, if you look on Amazon right now, yeah, they're between about 80 to 150 bucks, but I am telling you, if you walk into any thrift store or flea market right now, you can get one for like 40 bucks. I use a used sewing machine and it has already paid for itself over and over and over again. The cool thing about sewing machines is they have not changed really all that much in like 100 years. That's right, the fundamental moving parts on a sewing machine are exactly the same as they were during the Great Depression. You start on this side of the machine and you end up on this side of the machine, and it's got little numbers all along where you're supposed to run the thread. The only thing that really changed are a couple of additional features which you don't really need. Are they useful? Sure, but do you need them? Absolutely not. I use about 3 different settings on my sewing machine and that's it. Go find a used one at a thrift store and be happy. 3. How do people usually look in tailored clothes? They look great, right? They look smooth and sophisticated. They look like they know exactly what they're doing. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine seeing someone who is just straight drowning in their clothes. You might think that color looks good on them. Yeah, sure, but that's it. They gotta get some better fitting clothes, and the only way to do that is to get them tailored. But tailoring's expensive, so that's why we do it ourselves. I never really noticed people's clothes too much aside from the color and the pattern. The fit to me was really just kind of an afterthought. If I saw someone that was wearing clothes that didn't fit very well, I just kind of thought that that's how clothes work. They don't fit anybody. But then when I did see someone that was wearing something that fit them really well and looked great, I thought it was either a special brand or a special size. Tailoring was something that I never ever considered because to me, for whatever reason, tailoring was what you did when you went to go have a shirt made. I made an entire playlist on how you can tailor your clothes, and I am always adding videos to it, so go check it out. And now I got something to ask you. It can be how to do a t-shirt, it can be how to do a pair of chinos, it can be how to do a pair of jeans, it could even be how to tailor a dress because maybe you like to cross-dress on the weekends. I don't know, I don't judge. And that being said, make sure you subscribe, click that bell notification so you do not miss anything. I told you, I tell them every single time, I never forget. You always come running down here every single time. I don't forget. I just told them, you heard me. Did I not just tell you? Oh, kids can be frustrating. I'll see you on the other side. SD out, deuces.